Hi, today's video is all about how to get a guy to respect you in the ways that matter to you and in the ways that you are 100% worthy of and deserving of. The truth is, respect starts early in a relationship. It's much easier to build a respectful relationship with a man early on than it is to break old ingrained habits. It's also much easier to create a respectful, kind and united relationship when you actually know that a loving and devoted relationship is what you deserve. I can tell you what I believe you deserve, though if you don't believe it, you'll battle with yourself and end up brushing the things that matter to you under the carpet that ultimately sees you not getting treated how you want to be treated in a relationship. Also, to act respectfully and to show another respect can be rather subjective. Humans can have vastly different ideas about what respect is to them, and understanding this will greatly determine if you do or don't get respect in a relationship. So stay with me to the end, as what I share throughout this video is critical if you would like to inspire your man or the man you want to treat you like a majestic queen. Hi, I'm Nadine Piet, a dating and lasting attraction coach for smart, savvy women and the founder of Healthy You, Healthy Love. I'm also the creator of 4 world-leading love and relationship programs, including Unlock His Heart and Never Lose Him. If you've not heard of me, then this is the place to be, as I answer all of your unanswered questions about understanding men, wholehearted commitment and lasting attraction. Now, before we continue, please be sure to comment below and let me know if there's anything specific that you'd like help with, and if there's a topic you'd like me to do a video on. I want to find out about who you are and what your needs are, so I can support you on your path to big, sexy love. And when it comes to this topic, please let me know any specific experiences you've had, so please comment below. Let me ask you, does your man keep doing things that he knows you don't like? Does he make an effort to listen to you, truly listen when you start talking about your day at work or about something that's important to you? Do you feel like you and your relationship are not a priority for him? Maybe you feel you're always the last to know when something big happens in his life, or he makes plans with you at the last minute, or you feel like you're the only one putting in the effort. It takes more than just strong feelings and attraction for a relationship to work. Attraction is not enough, lust is not enough, and love is not enough. Compassion, kindness, and humility are 3 ingredients every relationship needs to prosper. If you feel that you're not on equal footing in this relationship, or that he doesn't value you, there are things you can do to get him to show you the kind of respect you want. And if all else fails, stick around until number 3, and I'll let you know this little trick our mind plays on us whenever someone doesn't treat us how we want to be treated. Which brings me to my first point. Number 1, be clear and honest with how you want to be treated. I know we think that others should know how to treat us, and yes, there are some fundamental behaviors that most people would deem as respectful and loving, yet we all have different perspectives. This means you need to be clear with what matters to you and what your boundaries are. When he does something that you're not happy with, like not including you in conversations or being constantly late to your dates, let him know. Communicate it. When he says something you feel is offensive, call him out. Maybe he's a moody guy and you often feel like you've done something wrong. If he lies to you, even if it's a teensy bit of a white lie and you don't like it, let him know. This way you're letting him know your standards and the things you're unwilling to negotiate on. And you must be consistent with your non-negotiables. The way he responds to your requirements is also indicative of his level of emotional awareness and investment. Does he apologize and change, or does he say sorry but continue doing it anyway? If this happens, then it's a clear sign that he doesn't respect his own word, and this is not about you. This is a reflection of his character, and I'll share more about this later, so stay with me. Unless you're clear with your boundaries, a man will treat you the way he wants. And this may sometimes be the complete opposite of how you want to be treated. And yet, this is not about men. Humans are not mind readers, and sometimes we're simply not aware of the impact of our actions. So we keep doing them. The good news is, when our values are aligned and both people are invested in honoring these values, they're able to create a deep sense of love and harmony through mutual understanding. Now, before we move on to the next point, there is a caveat. Make sure your requests are realistic and reasonable, not shaming or blaming. Let him know what you value in a graceful and empowered kind of way, rather than making him feel like a criminal. You see, a boundary comes from love, a barrier comes from fear, and some people confuse the two. The question is your intention to inspire change and create unity, or to shame him into change? To help you with this, I have a powerful free gift called 5 Easy Ways to Get a Man to Commit. It details the qualities and traits of women that men respect and ultimately fall in love with. You can access this right now by clicking the link in the description below. Next up, number 2, be appreciative of him. Respect begets respect is more than just a cliche. Let him know that you appreciate his efforts that he puts into the relationship. When he follows through with his promises or does something kind for you, genuinely thank him and let him know how wonderful he is. People tend to do more of what they know works. So when he knows what you love and appreciate about him, he will then tend to do more of this. Women can at times focus on the negative. We are known to nag. And yes, I know men can nag too, though women seem to be a little more skilled in this area. So be sure to be mindful of the ratio between encouragement and discouragement. Multiple studies, in fact, show that positive reinforcement is a far better motivator. So start reinforcing all the lovely stuff. Number 3, respect yourself. To expand on what I touched on earlier, what happens when even after telling him what feels uncomfortable for you, even after he's understood your concerns and knows the actions and behaviors that negatively impact the relationship, he still doesn't treat you the way he agreed to do so? Well, we can't control how people will treat us, but we can control how we respond to them. Do not be led by your fears and insecurities. For example, thoughts like, we've been together for so long, or he may change one day, or I just need to be more patient and understanding. Remember when I said our brains do this little mind trick whenever we date someone who doesn't respect us? It's called cognitive dissonance. The discomfort a person feels when you hold 2 or more contradictory beliefs, ideas, or values. Your cognitive dissonance is then triggered when your beliefs clash with new evidence that's presented to you. According to psychologist Dr. Corinne Latham, cognitive dissonance in dating often shows up by rationalizing the unhealthy, or what you might call the negative characteristics of a person, so that they align with our vision of what the perfect relationship should be. This can either result positively, wherein you drop all of your unrealistic expectations, or negatively, wherein you might minimize the red flags and continue dating someone who doesn't show you basic common courtesy and kindness. So which of the 2 situations do you fall under? Like I said, if he doesn't value you, you can't control that. You can only control how you respond to him. And how you respond to a man who doesn't respect you is based on how much you respect yourself. Do you let him do the things he's doing, or nip it in the bud, so to speak? You come first. The respect you have for yourself should be much, much deeper than your feelings for him, which means you must be willing to walk away from someone who doesn't treat you with love. And this is how to respect yourself. Love you first. To break free from cognitive dissonance, it's important to remind yourself that you're a high-value woman with reasonable standards that you're unwilling to negotiate on. Of course, if you're unsure if your standards are reasonable, then please get some expert help with this. In a nutshell, if you desire heart-connected and a passionate relationship, then mutual respect in a relationship is crucial because it allows for emotional safety. If we don't feel emotionally safe with another, we'll never feel happy in that relationship. Believe me, I've tried. It doesn't work. Both people have to be invested and willing to work together to create a truly loving partnership where they dance in between giving and receiving in a way that creates a strong and safe bond. To wrap it up, if you know that you're not getting the respect that you reasonably deserve, don't brush it under that carpet. Talk to him and see what happens, because there is a good chance he's not even aware of the impact of his actions. Also, don't forget to appreciate him when he does sweet and thoughtful things, as positive reinforcement goes a long way. And most importantly, if you've done all that I've shared and nothing has changed, then respect and love yourself enough to walk away. So many women find this so difficult, and it shouldn't be. Why? Because you matter, and what you value matters. To help you get the respect you want, or to have the courage to walk away from an unhealthy relationship, I strongly recommend you check out my program, Never Lose Him. It's filled with the most critical and love-shifting tips and techniques that have the power to transform your current love life and will help you to quickly find and attract the perfect man for you. Even though this program was designed for women, many men have also gone through it, and time again I get messages explaining how it saved their relationship. Women love the lips method. Whether you're single or attached, this is like attraction and relationship sticky glue. Men find themselves 100% captivated by women who know how to activate this 4-step process. The link to Never Lose Him is in the description below. Of course, if you haven't done so already, I'd love to hear from you, so please comment below. And while you're at it, please like and share this video with your friends. It may be the very video they need to see to activate their love success. And lastly, make sure you've subscribed to this channel. Hit that red button below this video and the bell button to get notified of our new videos every week. It's been an honor to have you here with me. Choose to love a little more every day in some way, and see you again at the next video.